Hello, contemporary typography. Welcome to Milestone 2. So in Milestone 1, we completed our intro bio, and we also submitted our concept development and our sketches based on the subject matter for our course project. So we're going to take what we have uh, developed in Milestone 1 and we're going to apply it to Milestone 2. And basically, that's kind of the formula for the rest of the class. We take what we already have and we kind of scaffold off that, building on what we already have to make the next milestone, and then building off that milestone to make the next milestone. So we're really building off the previous week to attain success in the current week. And milestone 2, of course, is no exception at all. So I want to kind of go through this. And, this is a really, really important week of the class because this is kind of where we really set things up for success. So I think it can be stated to a very high degree that your success in the class very much lies on your success of milestone 2 and the associated tasks. So, with that said, Milestone 2 overview, go through the learning activities, guys. I mean, listen, if you don't go through these, you're basically not learning how to develop type. You're basically doing your concept development that you have been applying thus far in your design career. Designing type's a little bit different. So could we theoretically just start tracing out a typeface? Yes. Is that the right way to do it? Absolutely not. And these digital revolution, the process of type design and learning type design, really, really important stuff. And then, of course, the textbook, A Brief History of Type and Designing Your Own Typeface. This is a great chapter, guys. These learning activities are paramount to the success and the successful understanding and completion of Milestone 2. And as I said, Milestone 2 scaffolds into Milestone 3, Milestone 4. So it's of relevant importance to get Milestone 2 to a high degree of success. So again, I just want to again reiterate the importance of the learning activities associated with Milestone 2. Let's go ahead and jump right into our tasks. So Milestone 2, Task 1, is relatively straightforward. You're going to develop a 3 to 4 paragraph summary on your research of a famous typographer, making sure you include links and references. So, so all that means is that include your references. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to write a 3 or 4 page summary of research of a famous typographer. Information. You're going to include information about the typeface of the typographer created and individual character components of one of the typefaces. You're going to show 3 additional pages showing your analysis or subgroupings that exist among the typeface's uppercase, lowercase, and numeric characters. What does that mean? To show you what that means, I'm going to jump over to Milestone 2 submission page, Milestone 2 Task 1 submission page. So we'll jump right over here. Milestone 2 Task 1 post here. So let's jump over here and take a look at these. This is kind of a condensed version of the requirement. So this is a 4-page report. Okay, the first page is going to include a 3 to 4 paragraph summary of your research on a famous typographer. Include your resources, guys. Okay, the second page is going to include an analysis of uppercase letters. The third page is going to include an analysis of lowercase letters. The fourth page is going to include an analysis of numeric characters. Now, again, this is, you're going to write a 3 or 4 paragraph summary on a famous typographer and pick one typeface from that typographer to analyze on page 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let me show you an example. Okay, so I'm going to click right here, click to see an example. So here's what we have. This is let me just do this. I'm going to go back to Milestone 2 Task 1 instructions. And right down here, if you see this, where I clicked on that, it doesn't open the PDF. So right here, I want to download this so I can open the PDF. I'm sorry, I'm going to click this to download. Okay, and when it does open, it's going to open as a PDF where we can see those notes that are attached. Okay, so right here, for example, the S is the only character with that has a spine. The uppercase J has a unique features of including the descender. So we have all these little notes on different areas of the typeface. Note that we have the arms, we got the stems indicated, we have diagonal strokes indicated. So, and then here's the page 2 for lowercase letters, and then here's page 3 for numbers. So basically, you're just going to go through and you're going to just analyze and discuss the characteristics of each of the character sets, the uppercase, the lowercase, and the numeral. The numeral group. Okay, so that is milestone 2, task 1. Okay, now that's easy enough, right? Guys, go through this steps for success. Really go through this and submission specifications. That's kind of your bread and butter right there. So if you adhere to everything that's in submission specifications and steps for success, you're going to do great. And then, of course, take a look at the grading criteria rubric. So if you follow everything below submission specification step for success, you're going to do fantastic on the assignment. Okay, let's jump over to milestone 2, task 2. You're just gonna, in this assignment, you're going to take your best sketch, and again, let's jump over to milestone 2, task 2 on the post here page, and we'll see a little synopsis of what is due here. So for this task, you're going to choose the most effective sketch of your story from milestone 1, task 2, and render it into a complete story title using Adobe Illustrator. Okay, this is important, guys. Follow the steps for success for milestone 2, task 2. That's right over here. Okay, and then review this Learning with Type Design lynda.com video. Really, really important. I'm going to submit an Adobe PDF. The story title has been digitally created in Adobe Illustrator, and then common components. So give your observations on notions of common components and characteristics that were duplicated while rendering the title digitally. So in other words, if you see maybe the top of the N and the top of the M are similar in the curves, the strokes, and the angle axis, as well as the some of the visual attributes associated, spatial relationships, etc. So, and then you'll remind the viewer what the story is about when you're hoping, and what you're hoping to communicate with your type design. That's very important as well. Okay, guys, and then of course for your milestone submission, you are going to, where is that milestone submission? Sorry about this, guys. Here's your milestone submission. So, of course, you're going to include your artist journal. 200 words, guys. I'll count. So, it's got to be, please meet the minimum requirement of 200 words. Feel free to go beyond that. Quite often, it's difficult not to. So, I'd say if you have to go to 250 or whatever, feel free. Have at it. I don't care one bit. I mean, I'd rather you be thorough than try to do a word count. And then you're just going to make your adjustments for your final submission for milestone 2. So again, milestone 1, task, milestone 2, task 1, milestone 2, task 2, milestone final submission. All right, guys, it's all here and ready for you to execute. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be glad to clarify anything that might happen to come up. So we got a busy week, guys. We got a busy week. So this week, our break falls right in the middle of week 2, so we won't be back until the first week of January. So, and I'll make that specifically clear in the announcement, specifically in the area that shows what is due, and look for that in the announcement area. And I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. So if you go to announcements, let's go to the announcement for milestone 1, and you can see right down here I've got the due dates listed, and I list those due dates every week, so look for those for week 2, because you're going to see that there is an extension that goes into week 1 of January. So so to accommodate the holiday break. All right, guys, questions, comments, concerns, clarifications, any of the above, please feel free to contact me as soon as possible. Again, it is highly recommended that you go through the entire module before you start any work. Really get an idea of what's being asked of you, what's expected, and how to submit according to specifications. All right, guys, thank you.